Okay, everybody, welcome to our introduction to Fusion Shell. My name is John Stritzinger, and I will be your instructor today. And I am just going to give you a brief overview of Fusion Shell in a sort of finished form. And this is our ASP/ISP home called Greenville Location and Information Services. So on our website, this is one of the divisions of Greenville Consulting, and what we do is we build enterprise managed versions of our enterprise software. And so on Gacom-Fusionshell-Demo, we are trying to build location-enabled applications that provide value to our customers, mostly in sales and marketing-driven opportunities, but there are also issues with security, with court services, and other things that sort of hover around location, including defense programs as well. But we'll get to that another day. What we have built is a tool called Fusion Shell. And we called it Fusion Shell because we are integrating content from multiple sources. Some of those sources could be custom development, like this page we built. And it includes images, it includes text, it includes links to other sites. And obviously I have embedded some YouTube content here at the bottom, and all of this sort of works inside the shell. So what the shell does is it presents a desktop which looks more or less like a picture frame, and really I can load anything inside the desktop. I'm not just using HTML files, I'm not just using Microsoft files, but our tool runs anything inside the desktop. So we are any source application going to any client type on any database inside of our shell environment. So here on this site, this is a live site and you can see it yourself. It's Glocation.Info. And the first thing that happens when you have a shell like this is when we load our tool to the index page, it automatically determines that we have approximately a 1600 pixel screen. And it builds a shell around not just an adaptive framework, but it actually sizes all the buttons and creates an environment that works not just with desktop tools, but it will also identify and redirect you to a mobile site if you're on a web browser. So our shell does a lot of things, and those elements I'm going to walk you through quickly. Now the first is at the bottom here, we are grabbing location from customers that reach our website, and we're including that into the login environment, which I will take you through in a minute. Now, along with the location bar, I am fixing our images. This is our search engine icon, and up here at the top we have our corporate logo. Now I'm using text right now, but that could just as easily be an image. And inside of our sort of desktop area, I am loading content. So if I click reset on the power bar here, it will default to some content that we put out there, and it will load in a little bit. And this is a Rihanna song. So our ISP home, if you go to the power bar, it loads Rihanna. So we have some content here at the bottom. These are YouTube playlists and songs that we have picked to feature. And so all of our ISP customers can use this and just get, if you just want some country songs and you want them to play in series, you don't have to search around YouTube. I have So anyway, so we have good taste, we think, and so if you want our music, you certainly can do that. You also can listen to individual songs, like this is a Chris Stapleton song that I like, and so we have some featured music that we come out with on I wouldn't say a daily basis, but certainly on a weekly basis. We put new music out there, and then we decide what we want to offer to our customers, just sort of featurettes that we provide. But that has nothing to do with the shell itself. That's more of our ISP and how we're using the content. But you'll notice that there is a bottom menu bar, and we are driving content up into the main screen. We also can do the reverse, and that is to drive content from the bottom to the top. Now, it just popped a notice saying that we're not logged in, and so it's forcing us into a login page, and that's a unique feature itself of Fusion Shell, which I will take you through as well. But we have an upper menu here, and that drives content into the frame. Now, along with the upper menu, I can load any source from any open content manager. So this is a Joomla content manager, and I'm loading content into my frame, as you can see. And this is a fully baked sort of open source product developed by Harvard University and MIT, and it does have a search engine, so I can type in a keyword like unified, and it will give me all of the links to anything in the database related to that keyword, just like Google Search does. We have our own internal search product. So we just showed an open source product with Joomla. I also have versions that are WordPress, so a lot of you use WordPress on the network. So this is just a WordPress database, and we have loaded in some information from that portal. So that is there, and we do have that available. And we have custom pages, which I showed you before. Here's another example. So I can load open source tools into my environment, and they will display within a reasonable amount of time. And this one is just an overview of our business that you can look at as a vCard. Now, we do have an e-commerce system that's built into Fusion Shell. This is WooCommerce, and WooCommerce ties into a WordPress database, so like all other WordPress content, you can customize it and make it look like you want. But our tool, we have sort of formatted to look the way we like it, and we can click on little categories of software and products that we're offering, and you can actually order those and go to a cart and buy them from us. And so here's your cart. You can add that to the cart, and you can pay for services eventually. So this is the main tool, and it is fully functional. So that is really what we're doing here with Fusion Shell. We are bringing together content from all over the map. Now, we have built some custom content through Visual Studio, and that is here as well. And so we are linking Visual Studio content in with open source tools in any combination into the desktop. So what we're trying to deliver is not just portal technology, but actually user desktop environments. So once I